The Palmetto Bowl has had its moments over the years, from ranked matchups, massive upsets, even a fight or two. It's a rivalry game that has defined both of these programs for generations. Death Valley, Clemson Memorial Stadium. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Death Valley, the tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So South Carolina's offense will go to work first. Clemson just put a beat down on the Gamecocks the last time these two met.
Yeah, it wasn't even close, and Clemson's talent being far superior, dominated Cocky. They got to have an answer this time, Jesse. They were embarrassed a year ago.
South Carolina just has to start faster. You're not going to beat a team like Clemson with all of their athletes if you're sleepwalking out of the tunnel.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Sellers through the noise. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And that second down completion was anything but helpful. Threw it in reverse, and now it's third and long. Sellers from the gun on third down. Unleashes it. Right side, it's Clark. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Gamecocks in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up.
Makes the grab in their space. Drills him with the stiff arm. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Well, you're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate. I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game, the way they're throwing it right now. I mean, they're just throwing caution to the wind. And, David, we know it. They've got a lot of confidence in their skilled players throwing the ball, and right now that's been very apparent early.
Well, and they'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The returner will field it and bring it back. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So Clemson's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
Rides to the back. He's got the first down, and he's brought down after a nice gain. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. There he goes. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. They'll give it to Johnson. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Ball at the 38, the defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Burrowing for yardage. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to pass. It's Reynolds. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Hits inside. It's Davidson. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Clemson. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Out wide left, it's Hunt. And he picked up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Throwing, Sellers. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Might as well run him again. They were all over it.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Here comes the heat. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the 1st. Left side is McAllister. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Sellers. Got his man out of the backfield. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. They're all over him. On the move, he fires. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Running inside, it's Johnson. Past the 6. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They've got a first down here to open the period. Hands it off on the counter. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll run it. Stop right there.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And I think one thing people...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. After that last play, there is a Clemson Tiger slow to get up. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Quarterback changing the play. Moves the pocket. It's Reynolds. Out wide right, it's Davidson. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the 2nd level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Leaves it in his belly. Gain of 9 on that one. 3rd down and short. He needs a yard. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Trying to slip through and pick it up. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now here's Sellers. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
No, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows, a little bit back and forth. Some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is beautiful.
You know, there's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Keeps it himself. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Hands it off. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Here's Sellers to throw, keeping his eyes downfield. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Sellers. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Shoots it to the left. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their 1st. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. They boot it away on 4th down. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. First play of this drive. Rush right in his face. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Looking downfield, it's Reynolds. Going downfield for the big play. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. 2nd and long here. He's looking to pass. Right side, it's Davidson. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Look out! Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Quick give. It's Davidson. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw one first. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Reynolds. Going for it all. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the red zone, it's Davidson. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tigers!
All the different time management situations this head coach was using in the first half has led to this moment specifically right here. This is exactly what he wanted to have happen. He wanted to score a touchdown at the end of the first half, take a lead, knowing he's got the ball first in the second half. If they score a touchdown then, all of a sudden this thing starts blowing wide open for them, and all the momentum is on their side.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. From the gun, it's Clark. At the 35, he's got room. Crosses to 40. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. One more snap coming before halftime. Throwing, Sellers. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. The first game we'll take a look at will be Duke, taking on the number 25 team, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. And it's the Blue Devils, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. That victory closes the book on a 4-8 regular season, disappointing by any team standards. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Guys, the Palm Tree Trophy on the line, and already Clemson and South Carolina have given us some stirring moments. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's send it back to the guys to see how the battle between South Carolina and Clemson plays out.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Checking in with Clemson's coach at the half. One of the things he pointed out to his team is the rivalry has to mean more to them here in the second half. They've gotten out to a great start at home. They're able to ride the momentum of this crowd, but as you know, everything gets more heated, more intense in these big rivalry moments, and they want to meet the moment. I'll keep you posted on what that energy feels like down here on the field. Back to you guys.
Okay, Holly. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Reynolds. Quickly to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Powers inside. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right?
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They'll run it on 4th down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
Nowhere to go on that one. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. The game, originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday, was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. The trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos. A silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching over the years.
I mean, so much fun. And the definition, Jesse, of hate all throughout the state. And bragging rights to whoever wins this football game and gets that trophy.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Clemson set up with another first down. Out wide left, it's Wesco. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Enough to move the chains. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back.
And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Clemson!
And that's the way you punctuate the long drive. Nice job being physical, getting that ground game going, and Jesse finishing with the ground game.
Yeah, really, I think that drive was really a microcosm of what they've been doing all game, right? Imposing their will by running the football. The defense knew it was coming, and they still couldn't stop it.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Got the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Gamecocks want to move quickly.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense
makes a grab and room to run. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. They go play action with Sellers. Lets it fly. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Long way to go on second down. Sellers. He's got him this time. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
You know what's always a good idea? Getting it to your best playmaker. That's a good idea. Whether it's shallow, whether it's deep, this guy can make things happen. He's lightning in a bottle when he catches the football. And that pass, it was short, but watch him. He can make guys miss, outrun, turn those little bitty catches into big plays.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Timed him perfectly to knock him free and forces the third down. This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. They'll run it on third and goal. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with fourth and goal.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to barge in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they take it in for 6 more points.
When you get down here in the red zone, when you get close to the end zone, and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back. He does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. To the air, it's Reynolds. Left side, it's Wesco. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out wide right, it's Wesco. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Straight ahead, it's Johnson. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Drives inside. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it on the right. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to squeak through the pile. To the 15. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes at At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just, you got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. Neither of these teams cracking the top 25 as we are in the final week of the season. Let's take a look at where things stand right now. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Here's Sellers to throw. Rushes on. Out wide left, it's Hunt. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Looks as if he's going to run it. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. After losing a couple on that last play, here's second and 12. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Sellers through the noise. Got his man. Breaks into the open. The 40. He's at the 30. The 10. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. And the D deny them on second and goal. Give him 6. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's second and 6. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground. This defense will try to force a fourth down on third and short from the 45. Plows his way ahead. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Johnson. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Handoff to the single running back. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take it.
Force the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going. but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that run. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Under pressure. They get to him as he throws. Right side, it's Wesco. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The Gamecocks take a timeout. That's their last one. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Trying to run, it's Johnson. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's his 3rd score of the game, and he's up to double figures with 10 on the season. And they tacked on the extra point. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Throwing, Sellers. Back's got it on the screen. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. It's dropped after taking the hit.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Finds his big tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. On the run, fires downfield. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. Runs through a tackle. Smashes ahead. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Again, it's Sellers. Left side is Sellers. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Sellers. Still on his feet. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Lets it go to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Looking to the big tight end. Got it! Makes the catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5. Sellers to the air again. Looking for the score. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick. David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
And obviously, getting the completion, it's a killer. They get a new set of downs. You got to find a way to make a play now. The saving grace, I guess, Jesse, is he ran out of bounds and stopped the clock, so at least the clock isn't running.
Yeah, and David, it's just a situation right now, defensively, I think you just got to take more chances, right? You may have to blitz, you may have to sell out, you might risk giving up a big play, but it's just so critical at this juncture of the game that you're able to retake possession and give yourself a chance to win.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And the Tigers inside the final minute trying to protect the lead and the ball. He's changing the play. Moving the pocket, it's Reynolds. Into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock.
Oh, and they blocked it. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tuggle. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Here's Sellers to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Here comes the heat. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. South Carolina did a lot of throwing before the game, but as it turns out, the chicken curse is alive and well as Clemson wins the Palmetto Showdown. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Bro, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.